AI image generation is no longer just about writing better prompts. In this lesson, I will show you how to take an existing object and apply any pattern, material, or visual identity on top of it while still keeping the original structure. I'm Masha. I'm a visual designer with 8 years of experience. Past 3 years have been actively using AI, mostly local models. We will start with the simple skull pattern workflow, which is extremely innovative in 2026. Then we will move into an advanced rubber duck transformation with fur, heart-shaped plastic eyes, and a glossy chain. Let's start our workflow. First of all, we go to InvokeAI and we generate a skull. Let's write our prompt: human skull and the teeth. Then right click, choose select object. Then I'm gonna give you one amazing trick. Here, deactivate auto process and choose our image just like that. We can get to auto process. We can choose it back again. Let's add some new details. Then again auto process. We can add more pixels, another auto process. Yes. Then we should save as new in Paint Mask. And also you can choose new regional guidance. And we also save as new control layer. Hit cancel. So we have in Paint Mask, we will need it a little bit later. We have regional guidance, we also deactivated. We have control layer, we should choose Canny. But as you can see, here it's deactivated because in our case, Canny works with another models with stable diffusion. If you don't understand what is Canny and what are control nets, I have the lesson about control nets. I will attach link somewhere here. I have covered all control nets: depth mask, hard edge detection, soft edge detection, tile, and many others. So watch it. We have chosen with your stable diffusion and we can choose control detection Canny. So yeah, we have here absolutely everything. Let's hit apply. We can also deactivate our raster layer. We don't need it. Now we need to add some pattern because you are here for the pattern, I'm sure. We need to adjust our prompt first. Look, we take powered by a pattern here, and in here in the prompt we say pattern, the regional guidance, and we turn on our regional guidance as well. And you probably need the pattern. I have prepared the pattern in advance. I have my own pattern here, this one, and I should add this pattern to regional guidance as the image. Add reference image. Let's drag and drop it. I have it here as an image. Let's go back to our canvas tab. Also, I recommend you selecting here standard reference. It's better always when we're working exactly with this task. Also, I notice that there are some unnecessary pixels. Let's remove them. That's pretty easy. Firstly, let's select our control layer. Let's press E to select eraser, and we erase unnecessary pixels. The same thing we can do with regional guidance. Actually, if you want to be completely perfect, you can draw these pixels over here where they are lost. Then we should turn on our in Paint Mask. So we have here everything in Paint Mask: original guidance, control layer, 3 layers, and the prompt. In the prompt we have the word pattern. In the regional guidance we also have the word pattern. Let's hit invoke and see what is happening. And meanwhile, I will tell you what is regional guidance. Regional guidance is like putting separate mini briefs on different parts of your canvas, so the AI can follow one direction for the background, another for the product, and another for character or detail. The main idea is simple. Control layer helps preserve the shape, regional guidance controls how the visual style goes, and in painting helps where exactly it goes. That's why we need 3 layers. And you can see that it's working. It's really working. You can work here with the weight of regional guidance like we did with control layer in one of the previous lessons. Play with that around, experiment. Also, we have here sampling steps and CFG scale. I have recorded another lesson about that. I will upload it somewhere here. So we just need to pick the best option that you think is for you. This one, as you can see, let's turn off all layers. Before, after, pretty many cracks stay the same, as well as the teeth. You can do the same with other materials that you have, or you can generate this material. I want to show you the absolutely same idea with something more product-like that designers do. Let's press C and move our B-box on the canvas, and let's pretend that we are working in some complex niche, like for example in crypto, and we need some brand asset for social media images or website. Let's firstly generate the Bitcoin sign itself. Let's do it with the best models that we have. In my case, it's again Flux 2. Let's check it. Or for example, that one. Let's repeat absolutely everything that we did before. Let's select our object without auto process, then press auto process back. Nice. Then save as new in Paint Mask, save as new regional guidance, and also new control layer. Yes, and then we can temporarily disable our layers because we need pattern that we can also generate. In that case, let's proceed. Let's move our B-box to the new area. I need a new picture that will be the pattern. Let's generate this pattern. I want it to be the cow pattern. Yes, I want this pattern to be blocked with fur. Let's save our layer to assets. We need this fur to be applied to our Bitcoin sign. We will follow absolutely the same situation. Remember that we start here with control layer. We should select the model, which is stable diffusion. We should choose canny, but what I don't like here is that we have this edge. To avoid this edge and delete the canny completely, let's choose our raster layer and copy our raster layer to canny just the whole image, like without choosing the object. Copy to control layer. Like that. And now canny. Let's hit apply. We can immediately turn off our raster layer because we don't need it. So we see what happens in the Bitcoin sign without the background from the previous generation. Regional guidance, let's turn on. And here we need to go to our prompt and we generated initial Bitcoin image. Let's press prompt history, hit on this arrow and choose the Bitcoin sign. Somewhere in the start, we can write cow pattern, and we should copy this cow pattern to our regional guidance here. And then we can right click, add a reference image and choose our pattern, this one from the bottom, this one that we generated. We save it to assets because we need to save it to regional guidance, so we can moved it to through our assets panel to regional guidance. And let's hit in Paint Mask so our pixels will be guided even better to move the bounding box. In the regional guidance, remember to choose again standard reference. I don't know why, but precise reference works very bad with materials, with fur and so on. So we have our Bitcoin image. We can work here with fur anyway. I think that it's pretty good. My goal is to show you the material lesson. This is kind of workflow that lets designers create strange, polished, campaign-ready brand assets. Whether it's something surreal, you create these campaign-ready brand assets instead of just generating random images without any consistency. And now let's play around with something completely surreal. Let's do the duck. First of all, let's generate a simple rubber duck. Let's take our B-box, take it for 1024 and move it somewhere. Oh, for example, here, rubber duck. That's it. Nothing special. Choose raster layer, right click, select object, auto process temporarily off. But by the way, this select object, it's like mask extractor in Figma Weave, but in InvokeAI it's open source and free. The lesson about mask extraction and image to image process is here, and there we also changed the car color. So let's hit here all of the edges like that. And then what you should do, you should subscribe and hit like, because I try my best and giving a like is absolutely for free and it takes just 2 seconds. 1, 2. Did you hit it? Thank you. Then we press auto process and let's save it as a new in Paint Mask. Let's temporarily turn it off. Let's copy this in Paint Mask. Let's hit here the duplicate, just in case you do some sort of mistake. You always have the whole outline of the tag. You should always be able to go back. Let's disable this in Paint Mask. I will even write here just in case, so we don't touch it. And now let's take just our raster layer of the whole ducky duck, including the background, as a candy. Okay, we can turn off the duck temporary and clean up some details. For example, let's hit E as a eraser. Let's remove eyes, we don't need them. And also that background at the bottom, we also don't need it. Then let's hit Regional Guidance here. And in the Regional Guidance, let's remove nose. I recommend you not going outside of the edges of candy. This Regional Guidance we can copy as a new in Paint Mask. The old masks, let's keep them on. Let's take the pattern, for example, the cow pattern. Let's add reference image dropper here. Okay, should remember that we should pick the standard. Let's turn on the duck raster layer again. So we have duck raster layer, control layer, candy, hard edge detection. We also have a Regional Guidance with cow pattern as a prompt and cow pattern as image. And we have in Paint Mask. In Paint Mask and Regional Guidance, they're both without the nose. Our prompt, rubber duck cow pattern, model, as the Excel, as Invoke. And we have in Paint Mask, a Regional Guidance and control layer all without eyes. We have removed them with a eraser tool. This is pretty good. I will work with that. Of course, you can always polish in post-production, but I like it. It's pretty surrealistic. Now let's generate the new details that we have. Let's press C and move our bounding box somewhere here. Turn off Regional Guidance in Paint Mask, control layer. Let's generate a new thing. 3D, polished, hard, plastic, semi-transparent, white background. And let's generate it in the separate B box. We have this hard. And now let's select object, auto process remove. Let's choose the outline carefully and auto process on, just hit apply. This stuff we can duplicate. We can hit transform and move it directly over our duck instead of eyes. This is my idea. It won't be transparent, but that will be extremely surrealistic. And let's repeat the same thing with the second eye. Right click transform. As you are designer, I'm sure you know how to a little bit distort it towards some sort of realism. Kind of like this, I suppose. Now let's move our B box to our duck and let's change the prompt. The duck covered with sleeve cow pattern fur, eyes represent blah blah blah. You can hear it. If you need it, you can write me a comment. I will upload it in the description or in the comments. Yes, so you can copy it. Or I will upload it in the comments. But no one asks me for prompts. Please ask me. Let's draw new Regional Guidance. Let's hit plus, new Regional Guidance. Let's press B to choose the brush and draw here over our hearts. Let's hit the prompt and right here fibers cover the decoration. And here copy Regional Guidance as new in Paint Mask. Now we don't need to work with control nets, so we can finally switch to Flux 2 because Flux 2 is better in generations. Let's adjust B box. I don't recommend you adjusting B box too close, especially from the bottom where you can see the shape of the duck, because the machine can get a little bit crazy. It can just completely change the whole situation. It already looks like something different completely. Let's generate another thing. Let's generate the chain. I want the same sort of chain to be on the duck's neck. For that task, I have the prompt. I have a glossy red semi-transparent plastic chain around. Letter B. Again, select object without auto process and then with auto process. Something like that. Okay, whatever. Let's hit apply. Let's repeat the same situation. Let's transform it and try to put it directly on the duck's neck. And now let's press erase and delete unnecessary parts of the chain. Something like that. Let's hit another regional guidance. Draw the regional guidance. We copy it in Paint Mask. Copy the chain prompt. Hit in the history the previous duck and put it here. Let's change the prompt a little bit, like around the neck, incorporate it in the face. In the regional guidance, let's copy all of the part of our chain. Let's adjust our B-box slightly around the shape of the duck. And yeah, let's invoke. Yeah, this is pretty easy. I already like it. This is our final image, our duck. That was our initial duck. And that's what we changed. Pretty cool. As you can see, with Invoke layer system, you can do pretty much anything. You can generate one items, incorporate them in another. You can mix these images together by adjusting denoising strength, playing around with prompt, taking some parts of the prompt and placing them in regional guidance. And with regional guidance, you should draw on the image. You can guess from the name that regional guidance guides the region, the precise region that you want to be in your picture. This is our canvas, this is our work. We did really massive work. What we can do with this duck? We can take all of these layers that we need. Let's turn off the layers that we don't need. Let's press merge layers and save it to assets. We can go to upscale, hit balanced upscale, and let's upscale our duck. I decided to leave a little bit of creativity to scaling of our duck because I think it's just interesting effect of what's gonna happen. Look at this beauty. It is so cool. It is like from Nana Banana. I like here absolutely everything. All of these structures, they look so polished. Isn't it cool? And this is all local. This is all open source. This is all mine. I own it, I hope. As you can see, it's all possible to make on your computer. Of course, if you have enough of the video memory. We did this beautiful, super strange and hyper realistic at the same time, just using this cool feature of InvokeAI that we can connect all of these raster layers together, play with the prompt, play with the regional guidance, with in-paint masks, mixing it all together, playing with the noising strength, with models, with parameters, and when you know it, you control everything and it makes you a better designer. You understand that your creative process is yours. It's not like something that, oh, you press the button and designers are replaced. No, we still do the same complicated work, but it requires just more, I would say even engineering knowledge. But InvokeAI is super great. I love it. Look, we just playing around with these materials that we have, like eyes we have incorporated, and all is good. Try it yourself, install it, it's pretty easy. If you have some problems, our community in Discord and contributors, you can talk with me there as well and discuss something. Stay safe, enjoy AI. Remember, AI will never replace people. Bye bye.